Look at me, I'm
The Steelers maintained the top seed in the AFC with a win over the slumping Packers Sunday night, but the game was a lot closer than most expected. Entering the game as 14-point underdogs, the Packers were able to tie the score at 28 with 202 remaining and able to hold the red-hot Steelers on the ensuing possession. But a quick 3-and-out in 1 minute and 3 seconds by the Packers set up the Steelers for an improbable drive for the win. With just 17 seconds left on the clock, the Steelers drove 35 yards in 4 plays, helped by an incredible sideline catch by Antonio Brown, to set up a Chris Boswell game-winning 53-yard field goal to give the Steelers a 3,128 win. Here are 3 takeaways from the Steelers' win over the Packers. 1. Killer bees buzzing again in primetime. Ben Roethlisberger threw for 4 touchdowns in his second straight game and is now 80 in his last 8 home primetime games. Roethlisberger finished with 351 yards passing, 25 rushing yards, a 12-point conversion, and 4 touchdowns, including 2 to Antonio Brown, who finished with 169 yards. The final third of the Killer Bees trio, Le'Veon Bell had a great all-around game despite a fourth-quarter fumble. Bell tallied 95 rushing yards and hauled in 12 catches for 88 yards. 2. Mike McCarthy let Steelers back in the game, holding a 2,114 lead. In the third quarter, Packers coach Mike McCarthy elected to attempt a 57-yard field goal instead of pinning the Steelers deep with a punt. Considering the fact that the longest field goal made in Heinz Field history was a 54-yarder and the colder temperatures make it harder to kick the football, it shouldn't have been a surprise that Mason Crosby's kick was no good as he moved to 29 of 57 from beyond 50 yards. Those stadium and temperature factors are the type of things NFL coaches should know when scouting an opponent and a venue. McCarthy made the wrong decision and it cost Green Bay as the Steelers took advantage of the field position and drove 53 yards in 6 plays for a touchdown. 3. Brett Hundley took big step forward after throwing 3 interceptions and losing a fumble in a shutout loss to the Ravens. Hundley bounced back for his best game of the season since taking over for Aaron Rodgers. Although Green Bay is 14 since Rodgers went down with a broken collarbone, the losses can also be attributed to a number of injuries and a tough schedule. Hundley had a 134.3 rating and threw 3 touchdowns. We have become accustomed to Rodgers' heroics, but he would have needed to have monster game to outshine Hundley and lead the Packers to a road win against the NFL's No. 2 defense. Highlight: Antonio Brown's sideline catch helped the Steelers reach field goal territory for the game winner. Antonio Brown is not human. Incredible catch. Herewego GBV Spitpic.twitter.com D6 Heinz